Yup, that's exactly what you think it is. A Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 3 teaser. And I don't know what's crazier, the fact that I'm talking about Sonic 4 news in 2025, or the fact that this pretty much confirms that Sonic 4 Episode 3 was actually real at some point, and I'm guessing likely scrapped due to the poor reception of Episode 1? Maybe? So this cutscene comes from the Sonic 4 beta builds that were dropped yesterday on a random forum that I'd never heard of personally called Obscure Gamers. But yes, they were able to recover the builds from Sega Macintosh computers. I took a look in the files myself and found the cutscene. I'll link the forum post in the description, but I'm inclined to believe this is real. I always suspected deep down that a third game was always planned because the way the games were releasing was following a similar structure to the release of Sonic 1, 2, and 3. You know, Sonic 1 featuring Sonic, Sonic 2 introducing Tails, and Sonic 3 introducing Knuckles. And based on what we saw from that teaser, that's exactly what they were trying to do, but for the modern era. But of course, if you were to ask me, personally, I'd tell you they failed miserably because Sonic 4 Episode 1 was a terrible game. But I never grew up with this game at the time, so I honestly didn't know how well received it was by fans. At least from what I could see on Metacritic, it's pretty mixed. Surprisingly not all bad like I would have thought, and even more surprising was seeing the higher than expected critic scores. I mean, this game hit 74 with a lot of critics praising its simplicity and just how nostalgic it felt compared to the newer games at the time. And you gotta remember, this was only a few years after 06 dropped, kicking off what's commonly known as the dark age of Sonic games.
I can't! I'm an endless... I can't die!
And because Sonic 4 Episode 1 was the first Sonic game since Sonic 06, to take a more back-to-basics approach and not take itself too seriously, critics labeled it a true return to form because they were just so desperate for a game like that at the time. But ever since Sonic 4, take a look at the games we've got that essentially do the same thing, taking a more back-to-basics approach. We got Sonic Generations Classic Sonic, we got Sonic Colors with the extra emphasis on 2D, we got Sonic Mania, Sonic Superstars, and Sonic Origins, all of which I think play way better than Sonic 4 Episode 1. And I promise you, if any of those came out before Episode 1, I think this game would have probably got a 30 or a 40 on Metacritic. I just don't know how you could play something like Mania and then get Sonic 4 Episode 1 and be like, yeah, this is so much fun, guys. Aren't we all having fun? Sonic, please, just get off the wall, man. Either way, with the surprisingly high Metacritic score for Sonic 4 Episode 1, I'm shocked that they didn't go through with Episode 3. Maybe they really did care a lot about what fans had to say at the time as well. It's either that, or maybe after seeing the universal praise that Sonic Generations got from critics and fans alike, along with games like Sonic Colors, both of which released shortly after, they probably figured that Sonic 4 Episode 3 would have done more harm than good. Now, credit where credit's due, I do think that Sonic 4 Episode 2 was much better than Episode 1, better, more original level themes, better bosses, better graphics, and dare I say, even better level design. But I still think it's Sonic 4. The music desperately tries to recreate the Genesis sound font, and the physics are so off and different to the classics, and it's not even slightly different like classic Sonic from Generations, it's like completely different and noticeably bad. I'm sure Sonic 4 Episode 3 would have been another huge improvement coming off Sonic 4 Episode 2, but I don't know if it really would have been all that worth it over something like Sonic Superstars or Sonic Mania, which are just way better games. And making another entry in a now pretty mixed sub-series, Sonic 4, I think scrapping Episode 3 was a good choice in retrospect. I am curious though, I do wonder how it would have played because Sonic 4 Episode 2's whole gimmick is that you can play with both Sonic and Tails at the same time. So would you have been able to play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles at once? Kind of like that one ROM hack Classic Sonic Heroes? Dude, okay, you know what? Maybe this would have been a sick idea, honestly. Classic Sonic Heroes? Official? Sign me up! I saw this tweet from Unleashed earlier, and I agree. I think they should re-release Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2 as a bundle, alongside Episode Metal, and adding in that third episode as bonus content, hopefully developed internally, would be great. Just to be able to conclude the clearly unfinished story, because even if I don't like the games, I think they shouldn't just ignore them. I think they should continue to embrace their past and look forward to a brighter future by learning from those mistakes. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this teaser in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Thank you for watching this video. Massive shout out to all the channel members, man. You guys are insane. We got Ice Sonic, Marcos Vinicius, Sonic2737, Minecraft B, Robert Miller, Matt Wan, Blinky, Overburned Toast, PFA, That Guy Biz, Ultra STH Gaming, Mystic 1998, BTB, Star, Unlaquendero Mass, Finny Boy, Deteri, Epic Red, Lincoln Bio, SEA, Rihanna Almori CPU, Astral Drink, Nokai, Azora, The Fallen Star, SF Productions, Lil D, Oxy High, Teddy, Joel Not Joel, Vice Hella, Stephigener, Big Pern Gaming, James, Nostalgia Addict, Goku Black, MLM0130 The Tunes Maker, Sonic Gamer, Speeder Light, and Mr. Needle Mouse. You guys keep it all going, and I really appreciate you. If you'd like to become a channel member, be sure to hit that join button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.